They say I'm too sensitive, that I overthink, that I feel too much. But what if I just feel deeply? What if this sensitivity is not a weakness, but a language? One the world has forgotten, and I still speak. I wasn't always ashamed of how much I felt. As a child, I used to cry for people I didn't know, movies, songs, even strangers at the bus stop. I saw pain, and I felt it like it was mine. And when I saw joy, I glowed, not just smiled. I glowed. But somewhere along the way, that light became too much for others. You're too emotional. Don't take it so personally. You need thicker skin. I built armor. I dulled my senses. I tried to shrink what I felt into something more acceptable. But the cost was me, because I wasn't made to be numb. I was made to notice, to listen between the words, to hold silence with both hands and feel the weight of what wasn't said. If that makes me sensitive, so be it. Because in a world that numbs, feeling deeply is rebellion. But it hurts. It hurts to feel everything. The glances people avoid, the words they don't say, the love they withhold. It's like I carry what others hide. Have you ever walked into a room and felt tension before a word was spoken? Have you ever held someone who smiled, but you knew they were breaking? That's the curse, but also the gift, to see beyond, to feel between, to ache with invisible things. But we don't talk about this, do we? We call it overreacting. We call it drama. We call it weak. But I've learned that those who feel deeply also love deeply and hurt quietly and break silently. And most people never notice, because we've learned to hide it, to laugh loud, to nod, to function, even when inside we're a storm. So, if you're listening to this and you've been called too sensitive your whole life, I want you to hear me. You're not too much. You're just awake in a world that forgot how to feel. Do you remember when it started? When you first began to hide your feelings? I do. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't loud. It was quiet. A small moment. I cried in class. A teacher rolled her eyes. The other kids laughed. And something in me learned, this is not safe. So I smiled more, laughed more, talked less. But inside, a version of me sat in silence. I learned to survive by silencing myself. Maybe you did too. You became the calm one, the strong one, the mature for your age one, and they praised you for it, but they never asked what it cost. Because the cost of being easy to love was becoming hard to feel. You dimmed your chaos, muted your joy, watered down your pain, until one day you didn't know who you were without the mask. I used to think I needed to fix my sensitivity, to stop crying so easily, to be more logical, more normal. But the truth is, I wasn't broken. I was just trying to survive in a world that didn't know how to hold people like me. There's a version of you that you left behind because the world told you they couldn't handle it. A softer you, a more honest you, a wildly emotional you, the version that cried during sunsets and laughed too loud at little things. You buried them. Not out of hate, but out of protection. But maybe it's time to bring them back. Not all at once, not for everyone, just for you. To let yourself feel deeply again, without apologizing. To cry and not explain. To shake and not shrink. To feel the rain like it's a poem on your skin. To breathe and know this moment matters because you feel it. The world may not understand you. They may call it too much, too emotional, too intense, too fragile. But I call it human. And you are a reminder that there is still beauty in feeling fully. So the next time someone says you're too sensitive, smile, because that means your soul is still alive. And maybe, just maybe, you're the mirror they're not ready to face. If this made you feel seen, if even a part of you whispered yes while listening, then stay. You're not alone. This channel is for people like us. Soft souls, deep hearts, wild feelers. I see you, and I'll keep holding up this mirror until you can see you too.